I'm not doing that. And we are up and running and jogging. And woo!
Awooga.
Nya. What is that? What the fuck are you? You're moving it too fast, Vinn.
It's my dice.
Ah. It looked like you just had like one of those little coal spirits from Spirited Away trapped in a jar, and you were just like shaking him around.
I love that.
All right. Hey everybody. How are you? How is everybody?
Oh well, you know, I have a cold, but you know, other than that, everything's cool.
Oh man. Ethan's
cold.
Ethan's got the corona. We have to do our first Dice Dogs Kickstarter to find a cure.
Do not say that.
Hey,
I got both. I got both vaccines, so it's all fine.
I'm still waiting for my test results, so I might have corona. We don't know.
Oh.
You're supposed to put a lime in it.
In the corona?
In corona?
God damn it, Vinn!
What?
It's a beer.
Oh.
Put a lime in a corona.
In the coconut.
It's not very good, by the way.
I went to a...
and do the other thing. I don't
Terrible.
know the rest of that one.
I've been watching a lot of Game Grumps recently, because that is what I do when I am sad. And I had a dream that like we had Danny on as like a guest character, and he
that would be good.
He played a bard, which was perfect.
Yeah, that would be good.
It was a bard with very tight silken pants.
He would.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
And now introducing our newest member of Dice Dogs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's the die that's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
That is an HP die from Magic the Gathering.
HP die?
Yeah. It's not a D20.
And look, there's the Dungeons and Dragons symbol.
I love how he's bringing up to show us like we're little toddlers, like, yes, to entertain.
Well,
look at the shiny.
Well, can you see it from here?
I mean, to be fair.
No.
Can you see it from over here? From behind the head? From
your head,
Many arms.
Was that your back I just heard? I thought you stood on a glow stick, bro.
So you guys heard that?
Are you okay?
I don't
You
think
just go
so.
do
I think I
now.
might be dying. But anyway, hi everybody. It's good to see everybody again. It's good to be back as a DM in my dorm room. Before we get started, does anybody have any housekeeping that they want to share with us real quick?
After my Crystalline Chaos game finishes, I'm going to compile everything I've done and publish it.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Fuck yeah, dude. All right. Be on the lookout for that. We should definitely make a post on Twitter about that, unless you already did that. I have not been keeping up with our Twitter.
I don't have any videos to post, Connor.
Yeah. We saw that sneaky link you dropped this morning.
Yeah, you got the part 1 of the episode.
Of an episode
before last episode. Yeah,
I have been sad. Okay. I have been sad and gaseous. I've been farting all morning. I don't know what's going on.
Me too! I think it's the change in barometric pressure from the seasons.
Excuse me?
What?
That's not...
What?
Are you telling me
that
that
I'm sorry, did we go all hippie for a second there?
The temperature outside does not constitute...
You don't know.
Anyway.
That's actually not true. I have weather sickness. I get sick every
Oh
time.
my god.
The pressure drops.
You guys are just gonna start smoking weed, you know.
What do you think is in my vape, dog?
So, would anybody like to give us a quick rundown of what happened last game?
Okay, so... Okay, so... at the end of the last game, that still isn't uploaded, Dhuur'in woke up and was great. They had a whole dream sequence thingy-madoogan that was with that other god guy. It was a whole thing. Cowboys and gun. Just the one gun, though, not many more. And he got brighter. He lost all the scratchiness in his voice or barred stuff that made it all weird sounding. And then he got new clothes too. That makes him look just like a cowboy.
Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we were just all talking and stuff for a little while. And then Kura went off to get some good old food. But then when Kira came back, I think that Bella came in at that point too.
Yes.
Or before that? No, at that point too. And she was all, yeah, I can make a threesome work. And Gesh didn't want to have anything to do with that, really, because that is ridiculous. Keep mushroom people out of this, honestly. So he went. Oh yeah. He went for the door, and then Kira arrived, and it was just kind of awkward for a little while. People ate.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fine, dandy time until the tentacle monster attacked. So everybody ran up to the deck. Where Nox already was, because Nox was already speaking with the captain beforehand about trust and other useful things, probably. And so we fought the big sea monster tentacle thing, and it was. I mean, it was supposed to kill one of us, but clearly something didn't work out there. But it was still a hard fight. To be fair, a lot of grabbing and bobbing and weaving, and Gesh just blasting lightning into the ocean. So I mean, there's gonna be tons of fish to get afterwards. So that's gonna be a plus.
Yeah, totally.
So after blow, took the thing down. Everything was hunky dory for a second, and then some bastard decided that he'll do it himself, and flew over to the ship. And then the session ended. I'm sorry, I'm not as funny today.
Very succinct. No,
It's okay.
no, that's exactly what we needed. So, if you will all remember last time, after vanquishing the Kraken zombie that was assailing the ship that you are currently on, known as the Stormwolf, a mysterious figure rose up from the depths. And currently, he hangs in the air above you, still dripping salt water off his bare feet as he gazes down upon you with baleful green eyes, particularly at the halfling Ozla Highhill. Things are silent for a moment on the boat, as all the pirates gaze in awe at this strange, floating, presumably humanoid man. And very gently, arms outstretched, he hovers over towards the boat, and finally comes to rest down on the deck, landing daintily, almost like a butterfly, were he not clearly some sort of abomination from the deep. And as he glances across the deck, looking at each of you in turn, and finally his gaze landing upon Ozla, he rolls his head around, and you hear far more clicks than there should be. And he says, Well now, what to do now that you've done away with one of my pets? What to do indeed.
You can piss off.
The enormous eye in his abdomen like blinks at you, Ozla. The entire time that he's been that he's been floating, this one eye on his stomach has just been like gazing directly at you, never moving, almost never blinking. And there's a slight twitch at the corner of his mouth as he steps forward, leaving behind watery footprints, and he says, No, I don't think I will. Or perhaps I will take a little excursion, but you will be coming with me.
After hearing that, Gesh is running straight for this guy, goes straight in for a swing with his
All
horse.
right.
You
Gesh.
healed.
Gesh, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me real quick?
Okay. I
In the
can do that.
meantime, Fenkin is holding an arm out in front of Ozla.
Like, hug me, brother. Don't touch him.
It was a dexterity saving throw, right?
That's correct, yes.
Please be
Okay.
proficient in dexterity. Please, Ethan.
That was a 17.
All right. Ooh. So, as you charge him, his completely black eyes just turn towards you, and he says, "Excuse me, we're having a conversation." And he lifts his generally normal-looking human hand, and you guys watch as like it begins to harden up and grow and swell until where there was once a human arm is now a bulbous crab claw. And just as you're about to make contact with him, Gesh, bam! He just smacks you aside. Just a snap crack of like of a hit, and you go sailing backwards right into the door of the captain's quarters, and just land with a thump. And you take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
Can I run over to Gesh and use my healing light, please?
You absolutely may.
I'm gonna run over to Gesh and use my healing light.
It's at this time, as this is happening, another brave or stupid pirate draws his cutlass and with a roar charges the floating wizard, and he also almost gets a hit in like Gesh did, but unlike Gesh, his other hand comes out and clamps over the pirate's face, and you all watch as he raises the pirate up, and he starts to squeeze. You hear a skull popping as the pirate screams and writhes, dropping his cutlass to the ground with a clank. And you also watch as salt water begins to pour from his eyes and his open mouth and his ears, his nose. It's just water at first, but then you watch as an entire eel comes wriggling, squirming out of his ear, flopping to the deck. And finally, with a violent the pirate's body goes limp, and the wizard tosses it over its shoulder to fly into the ocean behind him. No more games, Highhill. You've a duty to perform, and if I must take this entire ship with me, so be it.
Oz, she's staring in like complete just horror as this pirate drops to the floor, and she sort of like grabs Fenn's wrist that's thrown over her chest, and she doesn't like push it away, but she sort of like holds on to it, and she leans over the top of it and says, "Tell me what you want me for, and we'll see what happens."
You don't know, do you?
Know what?
Well, this will make it so much simpler then. And Ozla, on your neck,
Yeah.
you feel a blade press up against it, holding it there as if ready to cut right into the jugular. And the man before you says, I have my assistant to thank for letting me know where you were. And a voice from behind you, that of Dhuur'in the Goblin, says, My apologies for the wait, Master, but as you can see, I have the prize here for you, and ready and waiting.
Also, Connor, you frozen for me.
Yeah, I know. I can see that my face is frozen, but I don't know what the fuck is going on. let me
Restart the camera and come back.
Yeah, let me turn off my camera and see if that works.
I knew it when the fucking thing dropped out of his pocket. He was
There
too
we
nice
go.
to...
For like a full minute, I was just like...
You were just staring at us.
Yeah, but right now, Fenkin, you can see that Dhuur'in has a very curly-looking knife up against Ozla's throat, kind of like holding her neck back again, so he can like whisper in her ear as he like looks at the man before him.
Can I attempt to send him flying?
As soon as you move, his eyes flicker towards you and he says, One wrong move and her blood's all over the deck.
He lowers his hands and he glares at him.
At this point, the elf kind of wanders up towards you, Ozla, and Fenkin, you feel yourself being lifted up in a way very gently as he opens a hand and pushes you away. And finally, he comes to rest before Ozla, bringing a hand down to rub her chin like this, and he says, Yes, indeed. You'll make a fine meal for our lord. He's been waiting for you ever so long, and I think it would be quite rude to keep him waiting any longer, don't you?
What? What lord?
Why, the Lord of all things, my dear. Uk'otoa, the great Leviathan, awaits you. He's been awaiting you ever since you were a child. We fed him the souls of your beloved captain, his crew, all, of course, except for you. The one final soul we need to set him free.
He says, particularly about Ozla's crew, the corners of Ozla's eyes go white as she falls into the beginnings of her rage, and she seems to shake and tremble with anger. And you can see her push against the blade and it push into her skin. And she grits her teeth at this man and she says, Liar!
When one serves the deep, darling, one need not lie.
All I have heard from your people are lies. Even my own ship. What makes you think I will believe someone like you?
Whether you believe me or not is not of my concern. Be joyous. You are going to be part of something truly wonderful. Truly exquisite.
I will drown before I take any joy in this.
Luckily for you, that's the point. And it's at this point, Kira, after Dhuur'in at some point ran off and left you to kind of man the cannon, but it's been quite some time and you haven't heard any rumblings from the ship. So you're still down in the gunnery section, just kind of like waiting for something to breach the seas, so you can just open fire on it. But it's been quite quiet for quite a while.
Am I allowed to go to top deck?
You absolutely are.
All right, then I'm gonna follow where I saw Denian run off to.
Okay. So, kind of like dismounting yourself from the Stormwolf's main cannon, you make your way through the dark gunnery deck, and amidst a sea of other smaller races kind of tending to the cannons, you make your way up the steps, up the creaking steps. And as you push the door open, you see Denian, but you see him holding a knife to Ozla. You see, standing before them, a very strange-looking elf, you suppose it to be. You see the rest of the pirates, frozen in fear. What do you do?
Oh no.
Get him! Stick him.
Let's
Just-
see.
Magic missile! Slink back towards the towards the deck.
Go back below deck, that's not my problem.
You know what? You don't even really know this party that well. Fuck them.
Like, they can handle this. It's fine. Is Kira visible from where he's at to everybody?
If the elf looks up from Ozla and he seems pretty like focused on her right now, he would be the only one seeing you right now because everyone else's back is turned. But you also see like Dhuur'in over in the corner helping Gesh, getting Gesh back up to his feet.
Is there anywhere close, like barrels or something that he could hide behind?
Yeah, I will say there's like there's a kind of like an assortment of barrels and crates kind of next to the little stairwell on kind of leaning up against the little fencing there.
All right, then he hides behind them and he perks up his little cat ears and listens to what's going on before he decides what he's gonna do.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh boy.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, with
I
disadvantage.
don't know if he has his armor on right now. All right, so that's is it a D20 plus my stealth?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. $21.
Okay, so
Ooh, stealthy.
I am a cat.
all right, so you're able to slink your way over to the barrels and just kind of get like up and over before anybody can see you, and your ears twitch as the elf speaks again, still gently stroking Ozla's chin. So much fire within you. I'm sure you'll provide quite a spicy meal for Lord Uk'otoa.
Maybe chokes on it.
Now then, and he grabs you by the throat and lifts you up, Ozla, almost effortlessly as Denian kind of breaks away. And he turns towards the rest of you and he says, "Now then, you will let me go unimpeded, or you will all die."
Nox is taking her sword out at this point and saying, I am bored of this. If you are done monologuing, can we fight? We will see how many parts of your body I can lop off before you die.
Fuck yeah!
Oh yeah.
I got my gun out.
Am I still hovering?
Oh no, you're on the. At this point, Fenkin, you have been like let down onto the ground with kind of like a thump.
He scrambles to pull his weapons out, and he's pointing them furiously at the elf.
The elf's eye twitches, and still holding Ozla up, he says, "There's really no need to make it so very And before he can end that sentence, Ozla, you watch as half of his head suddenly like explodes, blood and viscera just spattering your face, and behind him, holding up a smoking flintlock pistol, connected to her mechanical arm is Captain Talnaris.
My bitch!
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Am I able to scramble out of his hold with the Am I able to just get out?
The grip does not loosen.
Ah, fuck.
How strong is this fucker?
And Ozla, you watch as basically this half of this man's head is just ground beef and meat. You see an eye kind of like dangling down on what was once a chin. And you watch his head turn to look at Talnaris. All the way around. 360 degrees with a wet clicking noise.
Ugh.
Yummy.
Nasty. Dirty. Bitch. And his free arm snaps around, almost completely unnaturally, with another like symphony of clicks. And you watch as a green orb forms in the base of his palm. And before Captain Talnaris has a chance to react, it's sent forward, hurtling towards her, exploding against her chest, and sending her over the side of the ship.
Shit.
I'm still levitating.
Now then, it's time to roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
Oh, are we rolling initiative now?
We are rolling initiative.
Okay.
Woo.
Do I get initiative? I don't know if I'm allowed.
You do. You do get initiative, yeah.
I'm just gonna kick at him like a toddler. Let me have it.
15.
Finn, I also got 15.
I also got 15.
My goodness.
I have a dexterity of +4.
I got 14.
Mine's +2. So Finn goes first.
I got 21.
What's your dexterity gold card, Finn?
+3.
Okay. So
So
it's
you, me, and then Ozla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nox, Kira, and then Ozla.
Okay. So what did everybody get?
Well, 3 of us got 15.
Great.
But it's Nox, me, and then Ozla for the order.
I got 21.
So you're first.
Hang on. My fingers are too big for typing on this little phone. And for some reason, Fenkin keeps autocorrecting to fencing.
His
There we go.
Honestly,
drawing.
modern Fenkin would.
There we go. So, the Hand of the Abyss will take his first turn.
I got
What's
a
that?
10.
You got a 10.
10.
14.
All right. So, the current order is Hand of the Abyss, followed by Gesh, Nox, Kira, Ozla, and then Fenkin. And then Dhuur'in.
What about Captain Talnaris?
She's in the water.
Initiative?
I'm not rolling initiative for an entire pirate crew.
I'm gonna do better. I'm
All right.
levitating.
So the Hand of the Abyss, he takes his first turn, and his head like snaps back to look at you, Ozla. And he says, "No more games. You're coming with me." And one hand reaches back and makes a circle in the air, and you all watch as a portal begins to open up in the air as he splits reality open, and seawater, green and algaic, starts to flow out onto the deck. And that's his turn.
Oh, crap.
Ooh.
So Nox, it's your turn.
Please don't. No, it's Gesh,
It's
isn't it?
Gesh first.
It is Gesh, sorry. Gesh, it's your turn, girl boss.
Gesh, please don't hurt me.
Keep
You got 14 points of healing, by the
Gaslight.
way.
girl boss,
Okay, yeah.
Gesh.
Gesh boss.
Yeah, time to gatekeep this portal.
You gotta gaslight. You gotta gaslight the elf guy.
Yeah. Right, so...
Please don't hurt me.
Okay, so immediately he's gonna run forward and get between the evil elf guy and where the portal is.
Okay.
It's just
What's your movement
trying.
speed?
Yours is 40, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 40.
Oh yeah, you clear that no problem.
Okay. Okay, good. And then I am going to activate my Arms of Astral Self.
All right.
Just
Get him.
And that immediately launches a martial arts attack, I believe.
The elf guy
two.
will have to make a reflex save not to be struck by the 2 arms.
Okay, well that's a 1.
So he fails, so he'll take 2d4 plus Gesh's dex damage? 2d4, well, 1d4 plus dex, 1d4 plus dex.
That is correct.
Oh god, the fucking ice cream machine.
What?
And she mutes.
Oh, well, people get distracted. It happens.
Sorry, the ice cream truck came around the corner. It was really loud and it's right outside my window.
With some ice cream.
We had no context. You just
I
said
didn't have
ice cream.
money!
Do you want to go get ice cream, Sophie?
Steal the ice cream truck.
Poor!
We can pause. You can go get ice cream. It's fine.
No! Can you imagine a 21-year-old woman running out to the ice cream? Fuck, I can't speak.
I do
The
it.
ice cream
Fuck.
I go get myself a SpongeBob popsicle every time that bitch comes around.
Oh, I would too.
I would, but there's this pandemic thing on. So.
All right. So
Everybody prepare your Fred boats.
So did you roll your damage, by the way?
I need to still do that. I apologize.
That's okay. It's all right. The nice thing about D&D is you can do it at your leisure. You know, there's no Zagarius being like, oh, I gotta go get Poseidon's pussy flaps.
Zagreus!
So I can come back in 2 hours, right?
No, roll your damage now.
Okay, so that's 6 damage.
Okay. All right. So your astral arms summon, and they kind of like slam into the midsection of the Hand of the Abyss, and he does kind of like twitch a bit as his like face begins to reconstruct itself, and his head twists around to look at you, Gesh, and he says, "You're going to regret that, son of Bahamut."
Ooh.
And you watch as his lips split open, like a lamprey. And with that, it is, if Gesh is done, it's Nox's turn.
Yeah, I would think he would be done, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all he's got.
Yeah, I think so.
I am going to... how far from the dude?
You were on deck, so I'm going to say you're about, 20 feet away.
Okay, so I can get to him.
Yeah, you can probably get to him.
Pretty easily. And is Gesh right next to him now?
Yeah, Gesh is right next to him.
Yes!
He's standing between him and the portal.
Good.
That's a good thing?
This is good.
Oh,
this is good,
okay.
because it means that I can use sneak attack, because I'm going in.
Yeah!
Wouldn't the Ozla count for sneak attack too?
Hey.
Yeah.
You only get sneak attack if you have the ability to sneak attack.
Right.
Yeah. But if anyone is within 5 feet of him, other than me, then yes. So I'm going to go in with Courage of the Rose, and I'm going to do a stab.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Roll me an attack.
What is my attack? That is my attack. I haven't used Courage of the Rose in ages. I'm so sorry.
You've neglected him, your little green man.
I know, my little buddy.
little boy that's thick as hell. Dear God.
That is a 26.
That hits.
Ooh.
That hits.
Fuck yes.
It fucks. I'm gonna roll damage now. 1d8 plus 4 plus 1d4 plus 1d6. Let's go.
What the hell? Holy shit.
I just ripped bread.
That's the song I want to play when we do the first Shepherd's animatic.
What? Oh.
God, could you imagine if, like, one day we're just browsing YouTube and we find somebody who's been doing, like, Dice Dogs animatics like they do for Critical Role? How fucking crazy would that be?
It'll be
Alright. That is
It will be good.
13 damage plus 3 poison damage, so 16 damage total.
Alright.
Fuck yes.
So you flash out with Courage of the Rose, its golden blade kind of like glinting in the sunlight. And you hear a voice in the back of your head. Let us fight, O better mind. Fill the world with teeth.
Roses!
And with an upward slash, you cut across the chest, and instead of blood pouring out, you're spattered with seawater.
Gross. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible and gross.
But next up, unless Nox has something else to do, we have Gina.
Bardic inspiration. Hello.
Oh, I was gonna use cutting words, but I guess.
Okay,
I
yeah.
can use regular
Can that be a bonus action?
It is a bonus action, yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, absolutely. Cut those words, bitch.
I'll use cut words. Well, I use cutting words when he does something. It's a reaction. Cutting words is a reaction. Regular bardic inspiration is a bonus action.
Oh.
But I can use a regular bardic inspiration if you want to, which I am gonna.
You're a bard.
I am gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. So, sorry. Sorry. So as she is slashing this creature, and getting squirted with seawater, she'll say something that is clever that I can't think of because I'm really sick. But imagine that she says it. She's going to be slashing through this guy's eye, and I imagine probably turning to Kira, who is making a move to attack after her. And
Kira.
Yes.
I'm a hidden little cat behind some barrels.
no.
My little ear's peeking out.
Oh, that's true. He is still hidden.
As far as you know, Kira is still below deck, being like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to shoot something.
He's ready.
I mean, he's still thinking that right now.
Oh yeah. She'll just turn to the group as a whole, the party as a whole, and kind of gesture towards the eye that she just slashed. And you know, she's kind of seeing that as like as a weak point, like a big glowing orange weak point, like they have in Dead Space. She's gonna be like, friends, aim your attacks. Let's blind this creature and send him back where he came from. But cooler, you know.
I thought that was pretty cool. All right. With that, we got Kira.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Is Denian included in this? Can I kick his ass?
Denian did not roll initiative, but he's within range.
Because I want to kick his ass.
Kick
Kira
his
is mad
ass.
at him.
Kick his ass.
And he's going to use magic missile on him. Every single one of the missiles.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Destroy
Kill
him.
his ass.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
No, you just
That
roll damage
is-
on magic missile. You don't
you
have
do?
to roll to hit.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
you
automatically
do.
hit.
Magic
Okay.
missile.
3
Auto
darts. 1d4 plus 1 force damage with each dart.
Okay, so how many
Fuck
darts
up,
are you sending
fuck
his
up.
way?
3 is my total, I think. It says at higher levels, when you cast, you can use a spell slot of second or higher. It creates 1 more dart for each slot above first.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Do you have access to second second level spells yet?
He should, since he's the same level as you guys. Level 4, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
Yeah,
can say like a higher level.
So you could, if you want to use a spell slot of like second level, you could do that instead and send 4 his way and beat his ass. But honestly, you could also send 3 because that would probably do a lot of damage to begin with.
Yeah, I think we'll stick with 3. So
that's fair.
3 d4s plus 1 force damage with each one.
Plus 1 each, yeah.
All right, roll up your
So
damage.
3d4 plus 3.
Can I say?
That's
I guess
13.
Oh, sorry. Ooh, fuck him up.
How much was it?
13.
Okay, so do you want to describe how you're casting the spell?
Well, he's gonna straight up jump on top of these barrels, aim his gauntlet right at Denian, and just fucking fire at him.
All right, so all of a sudden, Kira just suddenly like fucking appears on a barrel and just you watch as like 2 slots open up on the gauntlet and pink light just like needles out from the gauntlet, and Denian barely has time to like turn back and look before like one needle right into his chin, sending him right into the air, where another 2 needles kind of like send him up even higher.
Nice. Fuck you.
That bitch.
Next up, Ozla Highhill.
Hi.
Hi.
Break that grapple.
Huh?
Break that grapple.
How do I break the grapple? I don't know what to do.
Strength check.
What do I... Oh, a strength check. Okay, my strength is +2. And I got... I got
No!
1!
No!
How? What, these fucking dice, man. I'm getting new ones.
Do you still have your inspiration from previously? You can roll again.
I do not. I have no inspiration.
Ah, damn it.
Wait, no, I'm a halfling! I am fuck! Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I can
What do
roll
you have?
again. I have luck. I'm a halfling.
There you go.
Go.
16.
Okay.
Can I bite him to do it?
Shit. Okay. You want to bite him? All right. Where are you biting him?
I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think of how he's holding her. Yeah, I'm like gonna bite him like on the hand, just like anywhere I can get.
All right. So Gesh, as this thing is hissing at you, you watch as like Ozla, on the very like knife's edge of entering her battle rage, grabs the arm, and you just watch as she and like suddenly like the lamprey mouth closes and like the black eyes dilate into like pinpoints in his eyes, and he drops her and he shouts, "What the fuck?" And I'm gonna say that you still have a full action to do, or a full movement, Ozla, after that.
Oh, is it an action to get my weapons out? Because I wouldn't have had Pyramol in my hands, I think, at that point.
No, donning a weapon, that is a bonus action.
God damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna punch him in the dick.
No, you can don the weapon.
Yeah, you can don it. You still have a bonus action.
Yeah,
You wouldn't be able to turn the fire on, because I'm pretty sure that's a bonus action, but you could still whack him.
Yeah. As a house rule, I don't include like breaking out of grapple as part of like an action or a bonus action. It's just something you gotta do.
Okay. I'll don the weapon then, I think.
All right.
And hit it.
Whack him.
And whack it. Which weapon am I copying Pyramol? No, I'm gonna grab my actual Warhammer, because that one has a better attack bonus than Pyramol.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Get
so,
nasty.
get nasty, get freaky, get fruity. Why am I bad at D&D? What do I roll for my Warhammer again?
D20,
plus
whatever. Yeah.
Plus strength.
Plus strength plus your plus 2 bonus.
Okay. So that's +4. 21.
21.
All right.
That's a hit.
Yeah. Where's my 1d8? Do I have a d8? This is when I find out I don't have a d8. No, I do. I do. Okay, so 1d8 +2. 9 damage.
All right. So as the warhammer just like clocks right into his kneecap, you hear a horrible crunching sound as it like bends backwards, and he kind of like trips down, kind of like bracing himself with his arm before looking at you. His eyes once again black and his mouth once again open like a lamprey, and he will use a legendary reaction to try to clamp his lamprey lips and try to clamp them over your face.
At level 4, reminding everybody, legendary actions at level 4.
Can I use a reaction to his reaction?
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm gonna say, okay.
Damn it.
So that's gonna be an 8. So Ozla, they came dangerously close, but you see this sucker mouth like open and closed like just inches from your nose.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're not my type, bro. I like goblins.
I gotta get some green face paint. Next up, we have Fenkin.
Hello. So I'm gonna take my bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark.
All right.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna roll to attack with my bow, very furiously, very angry.
Yeah, get him, Fenkin!
18?
Miss.
What? 18 misses? Are you kidding me?
Legendary.
Did you eat the food? Can you
I do have
re-roll? I say do it.
Wait, let me check.
Oh wait, with inspiration from free food.
Yeah,
Not
that's
that
right.
bad.
If you didn't use it last time,
I don't
Yum.
remember if I used it.
Yeah, I have not used my inspiration.
so you can re-roll if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 23.
That hits.
Oh, thank God for
Oh.
+7. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna roll my damage.
That AC is like 19.
That is also the wrong dice. Here we go.
Probably.
Oh. He was mocking of the undertow.
I have to roll the wrong dice 2 times.
One who takes the strongest below. Tale of the one who relays the thunder. One who took me under too.
I hope Cammy Cat doesn't sue us.
Oh God, sorry.
It's not monetized.
Okay. With the added bonus of Hunter's Mark, it is 13 damage.
Fuck. All right.
Woo!
Where are you sending this arrow?
Right between his fucking eyes.
All right.
Yeah, mommy.
So just as it looks like he's about to try to take another bite out of you, Ozla, an arrow suddenly just like manifests in his forehead, and he kind of like looks up at it, reaches up, and like. And Dhuur'in.
Can I dispel the portal with dispel magic?
You can certainly try.
I want to try to turn it off. What do I roll for that?
Dispel. Let's have a look. Hang on. Dispel magic 5. You're using dispel magic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Choose one creature, any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target end. Fuck, you don't roll anything.
I just turn it off?
You just turn it off.
I
Turn it off.
snap my fingers, and the portal dissipates.
The
Fuck
portal,
yeah.
the portal just grows, like, in an instant, shrinks up, and water splashes against the ground. And in a rage, the creature looks up. Now!
And then I start running because I'm gonna go get Captain Telnaris out of the water because I'm levitating. Walking on these little purple platforms to go get Captain Telnaris.
Can I just say, that's a really cool image, too? It's like that one guy from Doctor Strange who had, like, the boots of flying or whatever, and he just, like, jumps through the air.
Go, go, go.
Would I be able to get down to her and grab her?
Sorry, I just starburst. You can see that she's, like, you can see her, like, bobbing in the water. Kind of, like, belly up. And she's not moving.
Oh,
but you can get down to her, yes.
Okay, I probably don't have the movement. I'm pretty sure Dispel Magic is my standard action, but I can at least, like, get to her and hold on to her so she doesn't go under.
Yeah.
And my next turn, I'm gonna try to get her back up.
Unfortunately, the levitation will have to end for you to, like, grab her and make sure she stays afloat, but yeah.
The levitation will end?
What does the Drow levitation do? I didn't think so. I'm okay.
It's as if the spell levitates, but I can just do it once per day.
Once per day, okay. Is there a duration to it?
Hold on. It just says remain suspended for the duration. Up to 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Up to 10 minutes. Yeah, then no problem. In that case, next up, why did I close the notes app? Why did I do that? Why do I do the things that I do?
Why did you do that?
It is time for the Hand of the Abyss, and you guys watch as, like, he raises a hand, and a spout of water conjures in his wrist, and it suddenly extends out into a staff. And you hear him say, "Tides of Ukatoa!" And he slams the staff into the ground. And everybody nearby him, including Ozla, Nox, and Gesh, I would like you guys to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh shit. Okay.
Thank God for being an archer.
Well, I'm not getting through that. God bless Ozla. Sleep well, princess. No!
I'm not either, because that's an 8.
I got 5.
I might, because I got a 23.
Alright, so everybody, Gesh is able to, like, stand his ground, but everybody else, a wave of foamy water suddenly, like, explodes in a radius around the Hand of the Abyss, and both Oz and Nox are sent tumbling back on the deck until they, like, slam both into the fencing by either side of the ship, and you both take... Shit, fuck. Hang on.
Shit, fuck.
9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh shit.
And as he staggers back up, he'll point a gnarled finger over to Kira, and you hear him say, "Eldritch Blast."
No!
And a sickly green glow appears on his fingers. Hey Kira,
Wait, is he using it?
Yeah.
Oh.
does a 26 beat your AC?
Hold up. I'm using a reaction. I'm using cutting words.
Shit, okay.
Actually, I don't know if I can use it now because you announced it. I'm supposed to use it before you announce it.
Yeah.
I can use it for your damage though. Oh, I'm gonna use it for your damage though. Okay. So, sorry, so you can roll your damage as normal. I assume that's gonna hit, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you are gonna have to subtract a 1d6 from that because I'm using cutting words to go in and probably her mode of using Bardic Inspiration this whole time has been words. I think I want to change that and have her use music for once. So she is gonna start up as she is like getting herself up from this waterlogged position that she's found herself in after she's just been slammed. She's going to start chanting a sea shanty, a very vicious, malicious sea shanty, with her eyes holding her.
Oh! Ukatoa.
And hold on. And roll your damage, but subtract 3 from it.
Okay, Kira, you take 14 points of damage. Force damage.
Okay.
14. Whoa.
I'm going to use all my Bardic Inspiration in this fight, probably.
Alright.
Okay, cool. With that, Gesh, my buddy boy, my baby boy, my lad. It's your turn, baby boy.
Girl boss.
Gaslight.
Girl boss Gaslight Gesh. Oh, Geshlight! No.
Come on, male wife.
No.
That's just for Dhuur'in.
Not anymore.
Talk to me!
He healed you, Gesh.
Can you hear us, Colin?
Unfortunately.
Please tell me that Tira went like flying backwards, because I need
It
that.
is force damage.
Oh yeah, you tumbled back. You tumbled back into the crate.
Back into my little hiding hole. My little feet are just sticking out my little beans.
Yeah, you know when like a cat is licking itself, but you only see its leg up over
You
the
see his little
tail.
beans sticking out.
Okay. So, I'm going to use my bonus action to make flurry to put pun on flurry of blows immediately. Then he's going to get his staff out, go swinging, and as he does, he says, "Who said you could fight anybody else with me?"
Oh.
And yeah, I'll go for an attack roll.
All right.
See if this. Hopefully, this hits, or else it's going to be really anticlimactic. I'm guessing 8 doesn't hit.
No. No, it does not.
Okay. Right, so now, so after that failure, he's going to go in for a couple kicks to see if that can do bad. So I'll roll the 2 unarmed strikes.
All right.
I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit. Shit. Okay. Okay. Come on.
Told you to gaslight,
What?
not gatekeep.
Come on, Gesh, get one in.
Girl boss. You got this.
No! Come on, Gaslight!
Gaslight.
And now we have a title for the episode.
No!
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Yeah, that was 8 again. So.
All right. So
Everything
as you unleash
fails.
this flurry of blows on the creature, he raises one arm up, and you watch as like barnacles begin to sprout up and split from the skin. and it's just a cluster of barnacles all the way up the arm. And try as you might, you just can't get past like the pure calcium that is his arm right now, working as like a sea shield against your attacks.
Shit.
With that, Nox.
Okay.
Use that MILF energy.
That's energy time. Since it worked well, and since I think I still get sneak attack, because everyone is still all up in the sky, I'm going to attack with Courage of the Rose again.
Get him.
Alright.
Hold on.
Stick him.
If I want to re-roll, do I have to do that before I announce what I got?
Is that a giant coffee cup?
You don't have to announce, but how do you get to re-roll? Oh, the advantage, right?
Inspiration. Yeah. Okay, because I don't think this would hit, so I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll. See if I can get something higher. Well, I got a 2, so does an 18 hit?
18 does not hit.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna still use my bonus action for another die of Bardic Inspiration. My first one went to, just so you know, Kira, you have a Bardic Inspiration die. I'm going to also give a Bardic Inspiration die to Ozla now.
I'm just imagining Kira's just like, thank
Those
you.
little beans are just sticking out.
Yeah. Like, oh god, great. So she is slashing with her rapier, missing this time. But that is not stopping her and her jaunty sea shanty that she is singing as she approaches. And also, okay, so I realize I haven't used Bardic Inspiration a ton, so I'm just going to do a quick refresher on how that works, in case anybody does not know. If you have a die of Bardic Inspiration, that's just something that you will hold on to for the next 10 minutes. So you can use it anytime that you would roll a d20, basically. So if you make an attack roll, if you make a saving throw, if you make like an ability check that you have to use a d20 for. You can do this after you make the roll, but before you tell Connor what it is. So if you roll and you see that it's bad, and you decide that you want to use your Bardic Inspiration, you can do that. You don't have to decide before you make the roll. And basically what happens is, when you make a roll, you will roll a 1d6 and add whatever you got to that roll. So that's what your Bardic Inspiration does. So, Ozla has one of those now. Kiwa. Kira, you have one of those as well. I decided that she's singing Can't Hold a Good Man Down. So she's dramatically slashing and singing, hey, can't hold a man down. And
Oh, God.
Wonderful.
she turns and makes eye contact with Ozla to invigorate her. Yes, to invigorate her with the sound of her music, fill her with that pirate energy. And you have your Bardic Inspiration now.
Make the team mom proud.
Yeah! Do it.
No, point my mom.
You can. You are filled with mom energy.
I say Nox is my
Determination.
Speaking of Kira, Kira.
Just canon now. Nox is Kira's mom.
It's true. From all those men that she slept with.
Oh my god.
Alright, well Kira definitely gets out of his own hole, at least.
It's hard to do like illegitimate child stories for like female characters, because it's just like, I don't remember giving birth.
How would you not know? Yeah, especially female lesbian characters.
Yeah.
Alright, Kira, it's your turn, buddy.
Alright, well he gets out of where he fell and climbs back up on top of his barrels. And he is going to do another magic missile. But he's going to aim it at the elf this time.
He's just like, worked the first time.
Basically.
It did.
We're gonna do this again, bitch.
All right.
Magic Missile is so good.
So is that at second level, or are you out of second level spell slots?
I never used any of my spell slots in the first battle because I was using a cannon, so I have all of mine.
Oh my god.
So.
You're so powerful.
Alright, and that's
I gotta play more
D6.
Artificers.
6. That's not a D6. That's the D6.
Oh fuck.
So it's 3 of these plus 3 extra points.
It's 3d6 plus 3.
Glad.
Get him.
We're gonna get this, don't you worry.
Auto hits, not subject to DR.
Love it. Love to see it.
I get so proud of you guys when you overcome like the challenges I throw at you, like an AC of 20 or something like that. But I could seriously like, I could seriously body slam you right now.
That's 17.
Fucking shit. Okay.
Good God.
You doing the gauntlet again?
Hell yeah.
All right.
You almost did max damage on his ass.
Almost.
So, lighting up your gauntlet once more, you fire out these pink magic missiles, and they go sailing through the air to like pin into the creature. And you guys see that they actually like remain there this time, almost like arrows sticking out of his body, just like. But next is Ozla. I almost said Gesh again.
Hello. Gesh can take
It's
my
always
turn.
Gesh.
Gesh is permanent.
Only
Okay,
Gesh.
so I'm gonna do another 3 blows.
I missed all.
Rage.
Hell yeah,
Rage.
racing baby!
Get angry.
Angry.
I'm fucking
Like,
furious.
when I'm angry.
Raw.
Oh, I'm so angry.
Ooh woo.
I think Kira should be able to rage.
Cats should
He is raging.
There should be a racial trait. Tabaxi, which is rage.
Yeah.
No, it's called the Zoomies. It's called the Zoomies.
Just this burst of energy.
You could do 2 actions once a day.
That's stupid.
He's so cute.
I'll make it.
Stop.
Please.
Yeah, I was just gonna try and whack him once again with the hammer. Yeah. Roll. No, just don't fluff. Don't fluff the fucking table, please. 21 to hit.
21. That hits.
21. Oh fuck, I threw my dice back. Hang on.
Must you throw your dice back?
I was swinging the loop on my finger and it fell off and hit the TV. 8,
I diagnosed you with cat.
We're all
I got 6 damage.
6 damage. All right. So once again, bringing the hammer down on the hand of the abyss, you manage to actually like scrape a chunk of his skin off. And again, instead of like muscle underneath, it's just glittering scales.
Yum! Love me a man like that.
I mean, Gesh is right there.
Yeah, she's taken.
No, he's not. Not currently.
Fenkin, please take your turn. Please, for the love of God, take your turn. I'm begging you.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm thinking.
Oh,
It's your turn.
A water!
Oh, my turn?
It's still Ozla's turn. I thought it was still Ozla's turn. Which is silly.
We'll wait for you, baby.
Xandra's last hope, everybody.
Oh my god. Wait, what?
She was hydrating.
Oh, Holy shit! Okay, yeah, 26 to hit for the
Oh boy!
Damn.
19, bruh.
Nice.
Y'all.
Fucking
Yeah.
the archery feat is fucking
It's
awesome.
bullshit. Yeah.
It's as a player, it's like the best thing ever, but as a DM, it's like the bane of my existence.
$15 damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
I rolled an
Big
8, and then my
sexy
plus
arrow.
3, and then it was also the added d6 because Hunter's Mark.
Oh, the inspiration.
All right.
No, Hunter's Mark.
So at this
Oh
point,
my god.
at this point, the creature, the Hand of the Abyss, is starting to look more like a pincushion as like magic missiles and arrows are like hammering into its body, and you guys watch as it like stumbles back towards the fencing at the end of the ship, about to fall over to the side.
Dhuur'in,
You better watch out.
Speaking of Dhuur'in,
You're gonna get landed on.
Hey. Is she alive?
do you want to check to see if she's alive?
I do.
Make a medicine check.
Oh no. Don't kill the other motherfucker we have.
You have to make a check to see if someone is alive or not, while you literally can just check their pulse in real life.
That's what a medicine check is.
It's
If you fail, you like yeah, you
Listen, he was a hermit. That's a 19, by the way.
Okay, yeah, she's alive, just unconscious.
Okay. I'll use my last d6 of healing light to wake her up.
All right. So as she like sputters awake, she's just like, "Oh fuck me! If you're what angels look like."
We need you. And I want to try to help her get at least through the ship so she can climb up it.
All right. So looking up at the ship, there's not really like a rope or anything to climb on, but like there, a couple boards have been kind of like knocked and splintered as the fighting from the Kraken has ensued, and it has kind of made like this natural climbing, but climbing space, but it looks like it's gonna be very difficult to get up there for the both of you.
And that is a bonus action to heal her up. So from where I am, can I see him?
Yeah, you actually see him just about to like fall over the deck.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him with an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
What a cool image of just you holding Talnaris and then just like, pow!
It's a 20 to hit.
Just hits. Ethan, what was... I love that.
For 14 damage.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Ass. Kick his
So-
ass.
Golden light builds at the front of your gun before you finally pull the trigger and pow! You fire. And you all watch as like it looks like the creature is about to realign itself until like the front of its head just explodes out and a golden arc bolt of energy just like right through his skull. And he teeters over the side and falls into the water.
Sploosh.
And now it's his turn.
Yeah.
Brown, bitch.
Uh-oh.
At first, you think victory has been assured. Until, Dhuur'in, you watch as the water turns to white sea foam, as something massive begins to lift its way out of the water. You watch as the green seawater congeals and shifts in front of you before rising up and taking the form of a gnarled hand, which reaches up to the boat and wham right into the deck one giant watery arm, like an avatar of the seas. And then another comes up. Sploosh! Right onto the deck. And finally, as if heaving itself up from the heavy muck and mire of a bog, a huge humanoid fish-like figure made entirely of water, with the creature sitting directly in its chest, suspended by the water. And as he moves his arms up, glaring at all of you, the water elemental also raises its arms, and he says, "No more games."
He keeps saying that.
Yeah, he does keep saying
But we're winning the game.
Ozla, what's your AC?
Why would you do this to me? My AC is 18.
All right.
Please,
So
please, all of them.
So one massive watery fist, right down on top of you. It feels like you go from like 1 atmospheres to 40 as soon as this like just massive mallet of seawater slams into you, and you take.
I'm gonna use a reaction. Wait, I'm using
16
a reaction to use cutting words again.
Damn it! How much do I subtract?
You let me be a bard. You let me take 4 charges of this. I'm gonna fucking use it.
How many fucking? How much do I just?
1d6.
Subtract 6 from that.
Oh, you got 4.
All right, Ozla, you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, God.
And with its other arm, which also raises up, that is another 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Why do you hate me? What did I do to you? Did I hurt you?
I mean, you know what you're doing.
Hey.
So,
yeah, as the fist slipped away, you're like crushed against the deck, completely soaked with water. There's like a fish flopping around on your body.
How'd you, my son?
For a moment, the fish is like, "Where's my son?" But Gesh, it's your turn now.
okay. Wow.
I'm blaming Ethan.
I can't use my breath weapon, guys. I used it once already.
Can you only use it once per day?
I'm blaming Ethan for this.
I mean, well, it says I have to take a short or long rest after using it. So
Yeah, not natural.
You got a 5 minutes.
Why you don't go the DM, Ethan?
I mean, it also says you may use a breath weapon a number of times equal to your Constitution modifier. So
What's your
What's the
Constitution
Constitution modifier?
3?
Probably
Yeah,
not
3.
high.
It's 3.
Oh, then use it again. Yeah, you get 3 charges of it.
If you want to, we don't dictate what you do.
You don't have to. But it would be funny.
And when you do like the zap matter noise.
Zippy zappy. The big water guy is getting zapped.
Right, so, yeah, if unless the DM's got anything against it in the rules.
Well, I didn't know you could use your breath weapon multiple times, but go ahead.
I knew you had more than one.
Thank you so much, Connor. Thank you. I know you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So he's just gonna absolutely. After this guy's like, no more games. Gesh goes.
What about
I've got
you?
another.
What about go fish? Bah!
I was gonna say something cool, Dan, and you guys just came in and.
Say it again, Ethan.
Sorry, say you're cool.
Give me your one-liner. Let Dhuur'in hear it. He'll think it's cool.
You'll think
He
it's
will think
sexy.
it's cool. He will.
Give it to me. Hit me.
Look Vinn right in the eyes.
It's actually gone now. God damn it.
No!
I feel so bad.
Honey, you bitch. Oh, no, wait, I don't mean it.
I've got one more game to play.
Yeah!
And then...
Yes!
Oh,
Okay, so he got a natural
Straight
20
into
on the saving throw, so he'll take half
What
damage.
the fuck?
Easy, dick.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yes?
God, if I still had... I'm so lucky I don't have one more charge of cutting words. Because I would have ruined that.
Okay, so... That's...
Just roll your full damage and then we'll cut it in half.
Yeah.
What do you get?
Which is unfortunate. Yeah.
You forget the one.
I did just get a 1, so...
It's not one dice.
6.
Yeah, it's a D6, but you know, I can. It's 2d6 damage, but
I'm so sorry. With prophecy.
What's full damage?
2. It's 1 damage. It's only 1 fucking damage.
Lightning.
One.
Lightning.
Sexy lightning point.
Lightning against water.
So you build up your energy and release it, and it's just like this. And then,
so the water's not affected at all by the lightning? Or?
Not with 1 damage, my man.
Damage is damage. Let's keep rolling.
And
Is this the first time we've ever gotten 1 damage?
the creature's eye in the center of its like stomach will turn towards you, Gesh, kind of like at half mast, just kind of like, really, and it'll use a legendary reaction to hit you.
I'm out of healing, so good luck.
That's a hit.
I still got mine. It's fine.
How'd you know it's a hit?
Because it's 19.
Yeah.
Gesh takes 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
At least it's not double 16.
Yeah.
Gesh, buddy, how much health you got?
8.
Good to know, good to know.
Oh, you should have told me that. Next up, we have Nox.
Okay, Nox is going to... Well, Ozla, how much health do you have?
I'm okay. I've got 21.
Oh, yeah,
21.
you're a fucking barbarian, Jesus.
Yeah. It's like a sponge.
Okay, well in that case, Nox is going to go to Gesh then, and unfortunately I have to cast it as a level 1 spell because I used my level 2 spell slots already, but I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Yay.
Connor is really trying to kill us. And this is the way he wants to die.
This is the revenge for every time that Ethan has goaded him, telling him that his encounters are too easy. This is why you go hard from the beginning, Connor. This is why you down them, you get them under 0 HP twice in 1 combat. And then they won't refute you anymore.
Oh, but this is so much more fun.
5 hit points.
He heals at 5 hit points.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's something.
Hit points are hit points.
Yeah.
And then that's all I got.
Also, in the recording, no one is going to see this because we don't show the text chat, but I just want to say that M thinks the bad guy is Hart. I just want you all to know that, because we're not going to show the text chat.
That was like 12 rounds ago.
I'm also English people, so I get it.
Yeah, I get that.
That was before he turned out to be all slimy or whatever. Don't look at me like that. I will leave. I will turn off.
Well, you know, if you can't love them at their worst, you don't deserve them at their best.
Yeah, Gesh. Yeah, Gesh. Yeah, Gesh. Huh? Yeah. If you don't love me at my Azathoth, you don't deserve me at my Dorn.
Well, if that's your official stance on it,
I feel like my weekly D&D sessions are just like a therapy session for you guys. I feel like we're unpacking some shit.
Gesh won't talk to me.
Anyway,
Oh,
Nox, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Kira.
Do I want to use my last spell slot? Because I can't use any cantrips. Because fire does not work against water.
Well, it's magical fire.
Yeah. There'll be a resistance, but you can still damage him.
If it's a high damage output, it would still do damage.
Alright, well I guess I'll cast Firebolt then.
Alright, how are you casting it?
Now you make me think things.
Spin your gauntlet like one of those little click pens that's got multiple things on it.
Yeah, just like click and it just rotates. Goes to the next one.
Yellow is poison. Red is immolation. No. Oh no.
But it also does come out of his gauntlet, so...
Okay, so...
If I'm remembering, it comes out of the gem.
It does, in the palm of his hand.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack. That's going to be a d20 plus your casting ability.
Shit, what is that?
It should be on the second page of your character sheet.
With all your spells?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Whatever,
It'll be whatever ability you cast with,
Yeah.
so like your wisdom or your charisma or your intelligence, plus your proficiency bonus.
and you do have Bardic Inspiration, so if you roll like shit, you can roll again.
I am already lost.
So, do you know what
You already
ability?
lost me.
Do you know what ability you cast with?
It looks like intuition. Intelligence?
Intelligence? Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
whatever your intelligence modifier is, plus your proficiency bonus, which at this point is usually 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your intelligence modifier, which is probably a plus 3 or 4, I'm assuming.
It's 2.
So plus 2 plus 2, so 4. So d20 plus 4 is your to hit.
Ugh. Too many things. That's 21.
Hit.
Nice.
And now roll damage for Firebolt, which is 1d10,
Oh shit, now I gotta look that up.
I think.
It's something like that. Let me look. It is 1d10 fire damage.
So just a straight d10.
Or in your case, a gay d10.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's nothing straight in my house.
No.
Sorry.
Don't apologize.
That was a 9.
Alright, half that rounded up, that's going to be 5. So you deal 5 damage as you cast out your firebolt.
Nice.
And
At least something.
Ozla, Highhill.
Hi.
Hi, Hill.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, my turn now. I thought they were still.
Nope.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna smack him again when I'm freaking out. I don't do much. I'm just here to be.
Are you raging?
I am raging. Yes.
And then you're doing a lot.
Beat the shit out of him.
So Ozla.
Hi.
Yep, okay. As you raise your hammer, feeling its weight in your hand, you feel a presence behind you. And you feel a pair of familiar feeling hands resting on your own. They're scarred and bumpy, old and incredibly gentle. There's a whisper in your ear. Aye, lass. Now you gotta swing true.
Oh God. she say that to me?
And as this is happening, Nox. Nox is Nox. You're within distance of Ozla. You can see her, right?
Yeah.
Behind her, almost translucent, almost transparent, you see the figure of a man, a tiefling, purple in color. His body is smoky, as if blinking in and out of existence. He helps her wield her hammer. He seems to be a titan of a man. You've never seen something quite like him, but as his red coat furls in the wind, you hear him whisper something to Ozla. And Ozla's eyes go from white to thunderclap blue.
Do it. Do it up.
Ass, kick his ass.
As this is whispered into her ear, Ozla's hands, they sort of like squeeze around her hammer, and they begin to shake a little bit. But her voice has never sounded stronger as it does now. And she says, "Anchors away, Captain." And she is gonna smack the bitch in the face!
Roll with advantage.
I get 1.
Oh, crap. Manifesting a natural 20.
I got an 18, but I got a 22 overall.
Alright, that hits. Roll your damage.
And then I have to roll a fucking 1d8 and get like a 2. Oh wait, do I roll with advantage for this as well?
Yes.
Oh my god! Alright, that you can't get any better than that. I got a freaking solid 8. That's 10 damage.
10 damage?
10 damage, yeah.
Alright. Ozla?
Yeah?
Finish him.
Bitch boy! Oh my god. So, as Ozla swings her hammer, the blue in her eyes seems to crackle out and spark around her face. You can see the sea foam dripping from her own fingers now. And as the hammer connects, you can see his jaw split open like a beast's maw in half. And then the hammer just sails through the top of his head. And he falls back and topples over the side of the ship into the ocean.
You all watch as Ozla brings her hammer down, and in that exact moment, there's a clap of thunder, and a bolt of ice blue lightning comes down to connect directly with Ozla. Lightning plays across her entire body, and Ozla, you watch as the hammer, like a comet, hurls through the creature's head. You watch its eyeballs boil in their sockets as you send the storm manifested all the way through its unholy form. And when you swing through entirely, there is nothing but ash drifting in the water as it slops away. All at once, you see the giant water avatar jerk, freeze, and then turn right back into regular water as it over the entire ship and back into the sea.
Captain Halnaris and I on this fucking side of the boat, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, Dhuur'in, you have to, like, you and Halnaris, like, grab each other as this wave of water comes down, just, like, sploosh, sends you under, and then, like, sends you bobbing back onto the surface.
I'm grabbing for my hat so it doesn't fall off.
But yeah, Ozla, you land back down onto the deck of the ship, and as your rage dissipates, you suddenly feel very tired and very heavy.
Fenkin to run up to her and like fall to his knees next to her and like just pull her into his arms, like really tightly.
As soon as the hammer comes down, and she has like a moment to just go, It's like her knees go out underneath her, and she drops to one and lands on her hands. And you can see her spitting out the seawater that had dripped into her mouth. And she is the most tired she's ever looked for a barbarian. And can this child outside my fucking room stop screaming?
Sorry, I'll keep it down.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, she just sinks into Fen and she closes her eyes and she just lies there, motionless.
He holds his arms very protectively around her and just sits there like.
As this is happening, Dhuur'in, you and Talnaris look up to see Windsock as she leaps off of the crow's nest, and a cloud kind of manifests under her that she lands on, and she kind of sails down to the water and holds out a hand or a paw towards you, Dhuur'in.
Oh, I'll take her paw, but I'm still helping Talnaris. She needs to come up.
As you help Captain Talnaris up onto the cloud, what's everybody else doing?
So Kira jumped off the barrels and runs to the edge of the ship to look down to make sure that they're okay down there.
Nox is just going to turn to the pirates as she's putting her sword away and say, "Does anybody else want to get on our bad side today?"
All the pirates kind of there's a pair of pirates who kind of look at each other, and they both just kind of step back away from you, Nox, before before saluting you.
She's gonna go look for where Denian landed.
I was about to say, where the fuck is that?
So Denian is currently on the ground, very bruised under the chin and very bleary-eyed, just kind of sprawled out against the deck.
And I knocked him out.
Good job. Yeah, she's just gonna take out her sword and just kind of, even if he's unconscious, she's just gonna kind of rest the tip of that sword on his throat, as she's waiting for everybody else to get their bearings.
As Denian comes to and sees the golden blade at his throat, his eyes widen, and Nox, in the back of your head, "Shall we make him a flower bed, O better mine?"
She smiles and says out loud to the sword, but also just kind of in general, she will say, "I believe it is Miss Highhill's privilege to decide what happens to you, Worm."
There's a pause, and Courage of the Rose says, "Me? Oh, better mine?"
No, him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Denian's just he hears you say that and then just say, "No, him." And he's just
Yeah, don't worry about that.
We're all a little nuts. It's fine.
So Windsock with her little cloud brings you guys back up to the ship and kind of lands you onto the ground. And Captain Talnaris cracks her neck and she says, "All right then, does anybody want to explain what the fuck just happened?"
A cult.
Smile when you see that. Cult.
She just looks over at you, her arms still over you, and she says, in a manner of she wants to call you out, but she also can't stay mad at you, so she's just "Thank you, darling."
Yes.
Fenkin is still holding around Ozla very tightly and very protectively, refusing to let anyone come close. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
Aww. My boy.
All right.
I forgot to cast Cure Wounds. Wait. Yeah, it's D6.
It's at this point, Nilo also saddles up near Ozla, and that long sandpapery tongue comes out and starts licking her on the cheek.
Is she unconscious, by the way?
No, she's not unconscious. She's just tired.
Okay. I was gonna say, Oz is like, she's gonna like, not squint, I don't know what it's called, like her face is gonna twist a little bit because she can feel the sandpaper tongue, but she's gonna smile really tiredly. And when she hears Captain Talnaris' voice, she doesn't really move, but she just yells out, "Captain!"
Talnaris kind of like gets herself off of Dhuur'in and kind of like shakes out her coat. Despite being completely drenched in water, she still looks very much like the regal captain she is. And she strides over to Ozla and kneels down in front of her. She says, "Well, you put on quite the light show, didn't you, darling?"
My best. You have a rat on your ship. I suggest you drown it.
A rat, you say? Oh,
And
yes.
she's gonna...
And she looks up at Denian. Looks over at Denian, who kind of like freezes in place, seeming more scared of the captain than he seems of Nox with the weapon. And you watch as Talnaris stands up, and her mechanical hand, it switches click from a rapier click to a flintlock, click to a blunderbuss, and she makes her way over to Denian, just fury in her eyes.
Nox will just step out of the way quietly.
Denian levels Talnaris levels the massive barrel at over Denian's face, and she says, "Now then, I have quite a few questions for you, Quartermaster." And Denian, he freaks out and looks at Nox. He says, "Wait, come on, lads. It's really not what it looks like. I swear. I'm honest. I'm being honest. I swear."
He should die.
No.
Kira looks at the captain and is like, "Yeah, he deserves a slow, painful death."
Wait. I was just told to keep an eye on the chosen one. I was just told to keep an eye on her. That's all I was told. And he kind of like looks at all of you and then says, I'll tell you everything. Everything. Just get this fucking crazy bitch away from me."
You put our friend in terrible danger.
I had a good reason.
No.
Tell me.
No, you
Tell
didn't.
me. Tell me now.
Well, it's very simple. I was going to boom! And then suddenly you guys see like tentacles blast out of Denian's mouth, and you watch as they like plant themselves into the deck, lifting him in the air. His eyes are like bugging wide open as his entire body starts to like twist and like crack and click into like weird positions and you hear his muffled screams through the wet tentacles. At this point, Talnaris just like stumbles back like, "What the fuck?" And you watch as the tentacles suddenly like surge him up into the air as more tentacles burst out of his throat and finally turn on him. In the wet, squirming maelstrom, you guys can't really see what's going on, but all you hear are Denian's dying screams as gouts of blood and limbs are sent flying. And after a full minute of screams, finally the tentacles back into Denian's throat. All that remains of him is a bloody, shrunken head.
Oh, good.
Can I kick it?
Do you want to kick it?
I want to kick it. I want to kick it overboard.
We want to keeping it.
Not even
Well,
make
he's
it.
on it.
I'm not even gonna make you roll an attack roll. Just give me a straight strength check.
I swear to God, if you trip over it, I will piss. His head's just that thick.
What is it?
Strength check.
Which is?
D20 plus your strength.
Okay. We'll see. Let's hope I get a good roll, because otherwise it's gonna be bad. That was... It's hard to see this.
Love you, Worsty.
That was a 19.
19.
Oh, you take it
So,
good.
like Pele firing a soccer ball off into the net, you guys watch as Kira just jogs up and then boom, and it just sails through the
No!
air and splash. And like, and Windsock, who's standing next to Dhuur'in, she blinks and then goes.
Dhuur'in goes, no, I wanted to keep it.
10 points!
With that, we are going to take a 10-minute break.
Yeah!
I need tea.
Yeah.
I think my ass is leaking.